Have you ever seen a crow fighting a hen? Or chasing an eagle? Or snatching food from people? Well, some birds do such things fearlessly. Birds are undeniably one of the most beautiful and graceful creatures on the planet. They are often seen as a sign of peace and freedom. Their wings are undoubtedly the most beautiful things one could ever come across. They may be in vibrant colors, snow white, or just pitch black, but one thing is for sure, they are absolutely magnificent. However, in the face of danger or quest for survival, these pretty birds can quickly turn into your worst nightmare. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Forever Green. Today, we are going to explore the most fearless birds, and you should stick around for number 1, as some of these birds are bold enough to take on cows, as well as humans, and will make your jaw drop. Number 14, Northern Goshawk. The northern goshawk is a fearless type of hawk found in North America. They are not easy to come by because they choose to stay in the deep forests or areas that are generally calm and quiet. Their diet mainly consists of ducks, hares, and rabbits. It's an unwritten rule of nature that males will almost always weigh more than females. For northern goshawks, it's the complete opposite. Females weigh more than males. Northern goshawks are particularly defensive when it comes to their young ones and nests in general. They're very keen to note people that invade their territory. If you know what's good for you, you will not dare come anywhere near their nests. Getting close to their nests is a threat that northern goshawks don't take kindly. They have sharp, powerful talons that they will not hesitate to use. You could end up with serious injuries that could have otherwise been avoided. Number 13, Ostrich. Ostriches are famous for being the world's largest birds. These two-legged flightless birds can grow up to 9 feet tall. They are also quite heavy and can weigh up to 150 kilograms. They may not fly, but they sure can run. And when I say run, I mean at a speed of 73 kilometers an hour. No human can outdo this kind of speed, so think twice before giving in to the temptation of stealing an ostrich egg. I know it is 24 times the size of that of a chicken, but is such a risky affair. Ostriches are generally very territorial and have been known to kill large predators, including lions. The good thing about them is they don't attack immediately. They'll start by hissing, stamping their feet, and flaring their wings. If you choose to ignore these warning signs, then you will have left them no choice but to use their large beaks to peck you. You will be on the receiving end of their long, sharp claws. Their kick in itself is enough to crush your ribcage and puncture your lungs. Number 12, Pituit. Pituit is without a doubt a one-of-a-kind bird that is mostly found in New Guinea. While most birds use their beaks and feet to attack, Pituits use poison. Yes, you heard that right, poison. Their feathers and skin are said to contain batrachotoxin, which is a kind of poison that is also found in the skin of poison dart frogs. What's even more interesting is that Pituits are not born with the poison, but they get it from ingesting poisonous beetles. High doses of this poison could easily cause cardiac arrest, paralysis, or worse, death. Surprisingly, this same poison doesn't affect Pituits. But if you dare touch their feathers, you will leave with very itchy hands. The batrachotoxin helps these birds to get rid of parasites and bacterial infections in their bodies. The level of toxin varies from one species to another, the most toxic ones being the variable Pituit and the hooded Pituit. Locals commonly refer to it as the rubbish birds. The reason? Well, it takes a long, tedious, and cautious procedure to remove the skin and feathers in order to prepare it for meals. It's not a great choice for a quick fix meal, which is quite frustrating, hence its nickname. Number 11. Griffin vulture. Griffin vulture is a ferocious bird with dark feathers and a bare head. Every time someone mentions a vulture, our minds quickly associate it with death. This is because vultures feed on dead animals, rather than hunting live animals. Griffin vultures have a remarkable sense of smell that helps them detect dead animals from miles away. As a result, they are always hovering over freshly dead animals or ones that show dying signs. More often than not, they have to wait for wild cats and wild dogs to have their share first, before they can dive in. However, people living in northern Spain have been treated to a rude shock. Theirs is a different story. Griffin vultures in northern Spain are a different kind. They have been caught killing livestock. What was once a scavenger has now turned into a predator. They can devour a whole carcass in a record time of 45 minutes. Newborn calves are an easy target for these vultures because of their inability to stand properly or even defend themselves. The griffin vultures use their large, hooked beaks to poke their eyes, eventually killing the defenseless animal. Number 10. Pelicans. Pelicans are famous for their unique beaks. This is because the lower part of their beaks has a large throat pouch known as a gular pouch. Most people think that this pouch is for holding fish for later, but it's not. Think of it as a fishing net. This pouch helps the pelican to drain water after catching the fish. After all the water has been drained, it will swallow the fish immediately. Pelicans also have despicable eyesight. When they are as far as 60 feet above the ground, they can easily spot fish that is on the ocean's surface. Once they have identified their prey, they can move at a speed that is high enough to stun their prey on impact, hence making it easier for them to scoop it. Fish is not all that pelicans eat. They have been spotted eating whole gulls, ducks, and cormorants. Visitors at London's St. James Park were treated to a jaw-dropping scenery after a pelican swallowed a pigeon whole.
He's eating a duck!
And now, let us joggle our minds a little bit, for it is riddle time.
Very optimistic.
If 20 blackbirds are on a fence and you shoot one, how many remain? Do you think you have the answer to our riddle of the day? Be the first to leave your answer in the comments section below. Number 9. Mute swan. Don't we all love how graceful mute swans are? I mean, just look at their snow-white feathers, long neck, red beak, and black knob. It is magnificent, to say the least. But we all know that looks can be deceiving. That is the case with mute swans. Don't get me wrong, they are usually friendly most of the time, except during their nesting period. When a mute swan has eggs or young ones, they become very aggressive. Their nesting area turns into a no-go zone. Whenever they feel threatened, they'll begin by hissing at their intruder. If they choose not to back off, the swan will immediately strike with its 2.4-meter wings. These wings may appear harmless, but they are bad news when they get into your eyes. After successfully evicting an intruder, swans let out a triumphant sound. Number 8. Shrikes. Shrikes are small birds with a weird hunting method. So, what do they exactly do? Since shrikes cannot catch other birds in flight, they fly above their prey. Once they are in a good position, they dive and stun their prey with a powerful blow on their back. Following such an attack, the small birds immediately fall to the ground. Shrikes then take their time to confirm if their prey is actually dead. If it's not, the shrike will bite it at the base of the neck. Now, you would expect the shrike to dive into its meal immediately, but that is not what usually happens. They collect the dead bird and fly away with it. They then set their meal on a thorny bush, a barbed wire fence, or the fork of a tree branch. Once it's stable, the shrike will eat from here or even save it for later. After all, not so many birds are daring enough to steal food from a thorny bush. Overall, shrikes are just smart little birds with great technique. Before we move on, here's a quick challenge for you. If you can leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications in less than 5 seconds, you will have 10 years of amazing luck. Hurry up and try it. It actually works. Number 7. Blue jays. From their name, you could tell that these birds have a blue shade to their feathers. There is also a high probability that you have come across a blue jay. They are common visitors in homes that have bird feeders or pools of water. It is no secret that blue jays love their baths. They are in fact delightful to look out for because they appear cute and harmless. But these adorable birds are hostile when they need to steal food. You can be sure that they won't leave without it. They are absolutely nuts for nuts, so don't leave your peanuts unattended. While most of their meals consist of insects and corns, blue jays are a nuisance to other birds because they enter into their nests and eat their eggs and nestlings. These fearless little thieves are not moved by the sight of predators, be it hawk, squirrels, cats, or snakes. Blue jays have a small throat pouch that they can use to store food to go enjoy it somewhere else. Have you ever come across a blue jay? Let us know in the comments below. Number 6. Northern cardinal. In the United States, the northern cardinal is known as the official bird for 7 of its states. Northern cardinals produce one of the most melodious sounds. The males have bright red feathers with a black forehead and chin. If you have played a game known as the Angry Birds, then you will probably recognize it. It wasn't given that role. It is in fact an angry bird because it is easily provoked. They may be adorable in the size of a teacup, but these birds are a threat to other birds. Like all males, northern cardinals are protective of their territories. They become aggressive the minute they sight an intruder. It's even worse if the intruder is another male northern cardinal. They don't hesitate to attack. Northern cardinals have been spotted flying into a glass window in an attempt to fight its own reflection that they supposedly mistook for another male northern cardinal. Yes, they are that defensive. Number 5. Great horned owl. You will know a great horned owl by looking at the distinct feather tufts on its head. They are placed strategically to look like external ears. Like all other owls, great horned owls are birds of the night that you can find in the woodlands, deserts, swampy areas, and even rainforest. They may be active at night, but they have been known to cause surprise attacks on joggers and hikers. Great horned owls are particularly protective when it comes to their mates, young ones, and territories. Before you know it, they would have swooped down from their dwelling and attacked you. These big-bodied owls mostly attack the heads of larger animals. That's how you know that you have crossed the boundary. These owls can grow up to 2 feet long, and their wings can spread up to 200 centimeters wide. Its meal mainly consists of small rodents and birds. But these owls aren't afraid to take on large prey. Their talons are one of their greatest weapons because they have a strong clutching force that is capable of disfiguring or killing prey. Number 4. Golden eagle. This list of the most fearless birds would not be complete without mentioning the golden eagle. They are not only the largest birds in North America, but also one of the most feared birds in the animal kingdom. The golden eagle has a lifespan of 30 years and is without a doubt a symbol of bravery. Its exceptional traits have been used as a source of motivation across the globe. These majestic creatures are lovers of high places, so you will mostly find them on top of a cliff or a high tree. For them, seeing the ground from the topmost place is no issue. They have one of the greatest eyesight as they can spot their prey 3.2 kilometers away. When they are ready to attack, they can move at a speed of 150 miles per hour. Before you know it, the fish, rabbit, or chicken is gone. These ferocious creatures have been known to carry prey that are larger than their body size. Even with 2 kilograms on their claws, they still comfortably soar to the greatest heights. They can even pick up tortoises and drop them from a great height. Immediately, the tortoise lands on the ground, its shell breaks, and the eagle comfortably feeds on its flesh with their sharp hooked beaks. Talk of being smart. While most birds quickly seek shelter during the storm, eagles use it as a means of soaring even higher. Fear is definitely not in their DNA. Golden eagles are also monogamous creatures, so they are very protective of their mates, eggs, and young ones. Their size call for large nests, but their sharp, curved talons are the reason why you should never go anywhere near their nest. Number 3. Lammergeiers. Lammergeiers are also known as bearded vultures, but you could quickly mistake them for an eagle because of their appearance and size. Lammergeiers can grow up to 1 meter long. These giant creatures have a lifespan of 45 years. They are one of the oldest vultures in the world, but unfortunately, they are now endangered species. You'll mostly find them in mountain regions of Central Asia and Eastern Africa. It's so easy for them to move in these mountain regions because they have a wingspan of up to 3 meters wide. Some lammergeiers have red feathers, but this is not their natural color. It is said that they secretly rub soil containing iron oxide on their feathers to give them a fiery look. I think we can all agree that they do such a good job at looking intimidating. Being vultures, their delicacies are mostly dead animals, but their favorite part is the bones. The larger these bones are, the happier these birds are. Well, you may wonder why this is the case. Lammergeiers are usually after the bone marrow. Let's be real, who doesn't like to suck at the marrow from the bones? Lammergeiers do understand the goodness that comes with marrow. Since they are not able to suck the marrow or break the bones with their beaks, they drop the bones on rocks. The impact of a bone dropping 80 meters down onto a flat rock causes the bones to crack open and the marrow is in full display. The lammergeier then digs in and may even swallow a few pieces of the shattered bone. They use the same technique when they want to feed on a 7-kilogram turtle. So if you live close to these places and constantly see things falling from the sky, don't worry about it. It's just a lammergeier chasing a tasty bone marrow. But if you are bald, keep your head covered. You wouldn't want a lammergeier mistaking your head for a rock. Number 2. Southern cassowary. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, southern cassowary are the world's most dangerous birds. These flightless birds are commonly found in the tropical rainforests of New Guinea. They are also the world's second largest birds, with a weight of 80 kilograms. Cassowaries have little blue heads, a red neck scarf, and dark blue silky feathers. Beautiful, right? But don't let this beauty fool you, as many cases have been reported of these birds physically attacking people. But this does not come as a surprise because these birds are naturally aggressive. Those who have taken them captive say that they become hostile when it's time to feed them. They feel the need to attack when they want to get food right off your hands.
They don't mind water.
They will do so by pecking, headbutting, or kicking. It is the kicking that makes it the most dangerous bird. Cassowaries have a long, straight, lethal nail on their middle toe. The nail is about 5 inches long, and most people describe it as a dagger. A single attack from this dangerous nail could potentially cut off an arm or empty the contents of your abdomen. With a speed of 30 kilometers an hour, cassowaries are known to jump on their threat, an act that could lead to the death of their victims.
Now his weapon is...
So, the next time you come across a cassowary, keep a safe distance. It's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber wondering about what looks like a black-colored bird, bold enough to launch an attack on an eagle. If you come across a mysterious photo that you want us to look into, just send it over to us and we might feature it on a future video. Now, we looked into this picture and are excited to reveal to you that there indeed exists such a fearless bird, daring enough, just like the one pictured. And this takes us to our number 1. Crow. Crows are without a doubt one of the most daring and fearless creatures on Earth. They are big, black, and absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at their silky black feathers. They're also known for chasing and even attacking eagles. They are lovers of worms, grubs, and insects. Something that is both a blessing and a curse to farmers. While they help in reducing pest infestation on crops, these same birds will ruthlessly feed on your grains and fruits. However, crows are usually associated with intelligence because they are in fact intelligent. They are problem solvers with great memory. When one of their members dies, they investigate the murder, and once they've figured it out, they go out and chase the predator. They never forget a face, so be nice to a crow when you see one. These magnificent creatures usually appear calm, but you can bet that they're busy making calculated moves. They're not the kind you need anywhere near your feast. While most birds are generally brave, crows are daring enough to take food right off the mouth of their very own predator. They do so with no shame, and most of the time, they get away with it, and hence, we can agree that they are the greatest scavengers of the bird species. And that's it for the most fearless birds. Which of these birds impressed you the most, and which one wouldn't you wish to come face to face with? And if you like this video, you should definitely check out our video of most beautiful albino animals.